Hey everyone! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have some exciting news to share with you. No one expected what happened that evening. It was supposed to be a regular live broadcast, another light-hearted appearance from two of South Korea's most beloved stars. But what unfolded stunned fans around the globe. Before we take you into the emotional depths of this revelation, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another story like this one. The room was dimly lit, the background cozy, nothing extravagant. Just a warm-toned living room, a soft couch, a few framed photos in the background, unassuming to the point of being deliberately casual. At first glance, it looked like a promotional stream. The kind where two actors reconnect with fans, share behind-the-scenes laughs, and maybe talk about an upcoming drama or brand campaign. But that's not what this night was about. Cha Eun-woo, impeccably dressed in a beige cardigan over a simple white tee, looked more nervous than fans were used to seeing. Moon Jae-young, radiant as ever, wore minimal makeup and sat a little closer to him than usual. Their energy was different. It was softer. Less rehearsed. More personal. Thousands were tuned in from across the world. The live chat was already flooded with hearts, questions, and the usual excited banter. Fans from Korea, the Philippines, the US, Europe, all were present, buzzing with curiosity. Most assumed it was a friendly reunion or a surprise announcement of a drama sequel. Instead, what they got was a confession, 3 years in the making. Cha Eun-woo cleared his throat. He glanced at Jae-young. She gave a small nod. "We've been thinking about this for a long time," he began. His voice, calm but carrying a weight, settled the chat into silence. "There's something we've wanted to share. Not just as actors. But as us." Moon Jae-young leaned in. "It's not easy to talk about. But we feel it's time. We owe it to you, to the fans who have supported us for so many years. You've been with us through dramas, red carpets, fan meets, but there's been something we've kept to ourselves." There was a pause. Eun-woo turned his head slightly, as if waiting for a sound. Then it happened. A small giggle. Soft. Innocent. Unmistakable. From the hallway behind them, tiny footsteps approached, then paused. Into frame walked a little girl, her hair tied up in two small pigtails, wearing an oversized white hoodie and pink socks. She looked up at the camera, then at Eun-woo and Jae-young, and smiled. It was the kind of smile only a child can make, pure, unfiltered joy. Eun-woo reached out and gently picked her up, placing her on his lap. "This," he said, "is our daughter. Her name is So-ah. She's 3 years old." The chat exploded. But for a few long seconds, many watchers were frozen. The silence was emotional, not empty. Shock, happiness, even confusion, emotions collided in real time. Moon Jae-young held her daughter's hand. "We've kept her private for a reason. Not because we were ashamed or afraid, but because we wanted to protect her. The industry we work in, it's beautiful, but also very public. And we wanted her to have a normal beginning. One with bedtime stories, cartoons, scraped knees, and laughter. Not flashbulbs and tabloids." Eun-woo nodded, his hand resting on So-ah's back. "We debated for so long. Every birthday, every milestone, we asked ourselves, is now the time to tell the world? And every time, we said, not yet. We wanted to wait until it felt right. And tonight, for some reason, it does." They never said when exactly they got married. In fact, they didn't even confirm if they ever officially did. But that didn't seem to matter. The sincerity in their voices transcended formality. It wasn't a press conference. It wasn't PR. It was raw. Eun-woo continued, "We started as co-stars. Just colleagues. But something changed during True Beauty. We grew close. It wasn't dramatic or sudden. It was quiet. Natural. After filming ended, we kept meeting. Privately. Carefully. It was never about fame for us. We fell in love behind closed doors. And we made a life away from cameras. Moon Jae-young looked into the lens, her eyes shimmering. When I found out I was pregnant, we were terrified. We knew it would change everything. But we also knew this was our path. And it's been the most beautiful 3 years of our lives. The little girl waved at the camera, unaware of the seismic emotional waves she was causing across millions of screens. She fidgeted a bit, then pointed off screen, likely toward a toy or snack. Eun-woo laughed softly, kissed her forehead, and set her down. She toddled away, humming to herself. Then came the tough questions. They read them aloud from the live chat. Why hide her for so long? Moon Jae-young was honest. We didn't want to hide her. We wanted to protect her. This world, it can be harsh. The rumors. The scrutiny. We've both lived under the microscope for years. We didn't want that for her. Another question, are you afraid of backlash? Eun-woo shook his head. Not anymore. We were. But truthfully, if people can't accept that we're also human, that we love, that we grow, that we become parents, then we can't live trying to please them. We've spent too long putting our careers first. It's time we choose truth. The chat had transformed from stunned to overwhelmingly supportive. Fans sent hearts, tears, even apologies for pressuring them in the past. You don't owe us anything but your happiness, one comment read. So proud of you both, said another. But perhaps the most repeated message was, thank you for trusting us with your truth. And that's exactly what they had done. They entrusted the world with the most delicate part of their lives. Not for spectacle. Not for fame. But for liberation. Moon Jae-young went on to share how they balanced work and parenting. There were times we took breaks, and people assumed we were just being selective or picky with projects. But the truth is, we were raising a child. We were changing diapers, watching her take her first steps, learning lullabies at 3 a.m. Our agents covered for us. Our friends protected our secret. And we are so grateful for them. Eun-woo added, some people will say we lied. But we never said we weren't together. We just didn't say we were. Silence isn't the same as dishonesty. Sometimes, it's the only way to survive with your sanity intact. Their honesty was disarming. In an industry known for its carefully crafted images and PR-polished narratives, this was something else entirely. It was vulnerability. It was love. It was real. They addressed future plans, too. But we promised to never lie about what matters. And right now, nothing matters more than this family. As they waved goodbye, the last shot was of their daughter climbing onto Eun-woo's lap, hugging him tightly while Jae-young wrapped her arms around both of them. The screen faded to black, with the soft notes of a lullaby playing in the background. And just like that, a secret that had lived in the shadows for 3 years was finally brought into the light, not with drama, but with grace. Sometimes, the most shocking truths aren't scandals or betrayals. Sometimes, they're just love stories the world wasn't ready to hear, until now. So if you believe in stories that go beyond the screen, in families that fight for their peace, and in love that chooses protection over performance, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned.